Hi all, I am Jaswin. So today the topic for the presentation is multiplier effect in tourism sector from travel and tourism management. So what is tourism multiplier effect? The tourism multiplier effect occurs when the economic benefits of tourism are multiplied. This is largely fueled by the growth in the tourism industry and associated industries that grow as a result of tourism. It can bring wide-reaching benefits to people involved directly and indirectly with the tourism industry. Now, going on to types of tourism multipliers, there are many ways that the economic impacts of tourism can be multiplied. Gikorish and Jenkins in 1997 explained that the types of tourism multipliers can be broken down into five major categories. They are: first one, sales or transaction multiplier; second one, output or production multiplier; third one, income multiplier; fourth one, employment multiplier; and the last one, official or government revenue tourism multiplier. First of all, sales or transaction multiplier. This is when the number of sales or transactions made increases. These can be directly involved with the tourism industry, that is, selling hotel rooms, or indirectly involved, that is, increased sales of produce that will later be used to feed the tourist at the local farmers market. Next one is output or production multiplier. The output multiplier is when the amount of products or services increase but are not necessarily always sold. Examples could include the opening up of new eco lodges in the Gambia, more paddy diving courses being offered in the hub, or more hotels for families opening up in Shanghai. Third one is income multiplier. Income multiplier is when the employee income generates further income through their expenditure. For example, a waiter who works in a hotel may spend part of his wages on schooling for his child. The school then makes extra money that they may use to pay their teachers. The teachers may then spend their money on produce in the local store, etc. The fourth one is employment multipliers. An employment multiplier measures the impact of tourism activity on jobs. So, for every hotel that is built, for example, many jobs will be created, from construction workers to cleaners to hotel receptionists and more. These are jobs that are directly created as a result of tourism. Alongside this, there will be a number of jobs that are indirectly created. For example, the fisherman now has more people, the tourist, to feed, so he has more work and can hire more staff. And because more people are using the roads will have more wear and tear, resulting in the need for more road workers. The last one is the official or government revenue tourism multiplier. The official tourism multiplier will often be determined by the local government. Using the statistics that they have, governments will determine the net value of the tourism industry, that is, how much money it is worth. Now, how does the tourism multiplier effect actually works? The tourism multiplier effect occurs when the economic impacts of tourism are multiplied. This can happen in three main ways: through direct tourism expenditure, through indirect tourism expenditure, and induced tourism expenditure. First one, direct tourism expenditure. Direct tourism expenditure is when the money that tourists spend on tourism related products and services. This includes paying for their hotel room or hire car, buying tickets to go to a tourist attraction or to watch a show, or paying for a meal at a restaurant, for example. Next one is indirect tourism expenditure. Indirect tourism expenditure is when money is spent on aspects that are related to the tourism industry but that may not directly involved with the tourism industry. For example, tourists will use the roads to travel along, so there will be a need for more road workers to repair and maintain the roads. These road workers are paid to be there because the tourists exist, but they do not work directly with the tourist. Third one is induced tourism expenditure. Induced tourism expenditure is when there is an increase in economic activity in the area, which has resulted from tourism. For example, a person may be hired to work as a cleaner at a hotel. That person may then use the money that they earn to buy birthday presents for their child that they may not otherwise have been able to afford. This is spending that has occurred as a result of tourism, because if the tourist didn't come, the cleaner would not have a job. Now let us know, why is the tourism multiplier effect important? So the tourism multiplier effect is an example of a positive economic impact of a tourism. That is, it is a good thing most of the time at least. The tourism multiplier effect demonstrates that the economic consequences of a single action, that is, a tourist going on holiday, can have a greater impact economically on the local and global economy. If tourism is managed in a sustainable way, the tourism multiplier effect has the potential to bring about many positive changes in society. Money raised can be invested into areas such as healthcare or education, for example. This can then have wide reaching benefits for years to come. Now let us look on to the limitations with the tourism multiplier. One of the major problems that can occur with the tourism multiplier is when the money multiplies outside of the host destination. In other words, economic leakage occurs. When foreign employees are hired or when foreign organizations such as multinational corporations have a significant presence in the tourism industry, it is likely that lots of the money raised from tourism will leak out of the country, known as economic leakage. This is a problem for many destinations around the world and is an example of a negative economic impact of tourism, and this further highlights the importance of sustainable tourism management and advocate tourism development planning. So these are the references which I used for this presentation, and thank you.